Hey, Rodney King, I mean, some of the shit that you see on TV, I mean, look, it can be in national news and everything. That doesn't mean that doesn't make it authentic just because it's national news. Just gonna be honest with you.
Where was that black and white case?
Oh, go ahead.
Where is that black and Mexican case that got killed in
The bodega workers?
Colorado?
You talking about the bodega workers?
Televised. Now, you don't see that shit. You know you're gonna get ratings with black and white. This is some bullshit. That's what I'm telling people, not feed into this shit. And we're gonna witness, well, you're getting close to the end of summer already.
Well, I don't feed into it.
Gonna spark this up.
But what I do notice is that the black people on this app who, they want to basically celebrate and, I don't know, completely justify, a white boy getting killed by a black kid, and that shit's gonna offend me.
But you know how Clubhouse is. There's a lot of feds on this app, right? So they're doing that. They're probably democratically paid. So have you traced a source of funding for these people who are trying to radicalize other blacks?
I can tell you one kid right now. Good point.
Even Whack 100, I talked to him the other day. He was like, oh yeah, I started Clubhouse. But he showed his badge this week. He literally showed his badge. God bless him. Hopefully he'll be safe in the streets. He showed his badge this week. It was colorful.
The book to radicalize black people. Black people on this app have an extremely low IQ. They're disadvantaged. They're ghetto and they're angry. And it doesn't take a white person to make somebody stupid. They were created stupid because their society is stupid, and they were raised by women who were stupid. That's the problem with Clubhouse. You're talking to me right now. It is not necessarily you. But let's go to another room and see black people on this stupid app. It's a bunch of stupid people on this fucking shop. What's come on now. Let's be. I don't like this, but you didn't agree. Oh yeah, take that too. All right, my bad. All right. You're all right. You're all right.
But there's nobody.
This is gonna be a case. This is gonna be like, let's see, OJ 3.0. Because you got George Floyd was really OJ 2.0. Just to build races apart from each other.
I'm not gonna lie. I want there to, just for once, there to be the biggest chimp out of all chimp outs by black people, so that there can be something is permanently fucking done about it, and we don't have to listen to this shit anymore. It's just mass incarcerations, whatever the fuck has to be done. Every poorly behaved black person just no longer exists on the street, and everybody gets to grow up in a normal fucking life.
What about Pepe?
That shit happens. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna set my video camera up, and I'm gonna sit my black ass in an all-white town where I live at, eating my damn watermelon and laughing my ass off. I hope all them niggas get locked up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean,
I hope they lock niggas up left and right.
Think about it. If you go to a country like Cuba, which has a decent-sized black population, do you think that there's brothers hanging out on the street in gangs, selling drugs, not working, doing anything? No, they'll fucking lock them up. There's zero tolerance for that. So every black boy and girl who grows up in Cuba, and I'm not a communist, but I'm just saying, if there's one thing that's good about it, is that they don't have these hoodlums out on the fucking streets. They're nowhere to be seen, because they're going to remove them from society. They're going to be locked up behind bars. So kids can grow up and they don't see black gangbangers. They don't see black drug dealers. They don't see lazy black men who beat their wives. They don't exist.
Isn't that a direct result of democratic policy?
I don't. I mean, I think yes and no. I think that I mean, white people are ultimately to blame. They allow it to continue, and you have so many white people that are willing to just like academics in particular and politicians that will make every fucking excuse for their shitty behavior, and it never gets addressed. And so, I mean, look at you hear like a lot of these men and women on this app. Do you think that they could honestly raise fucking children that are going to be normal? I mean, what are the
They're all
chances?
fucking communists on the fucking trough, eating at the trough. Just go apply for disability. Go apply for SNAP benefits. You realize that there's a massive population of this country that is just sucking at the tip.
Yeah, the Jewish population always begging for money, man. I don't know what's wrong with them. Between APAC and all the people who sent me to pay the immigrants,
You could
6.5 million immigrants, 1,500 rabbis signed the paper. It's ridiculous. I mean, they just sucking on the tit. Israel just be sucking on the tit of America. It's ridiculous, ain't it? They need to get right out.
Yeah, they should, right? Fucking welfare mission.
I mean, honestly, I wish I saw more like Louis Farrakhan's when they're Fruit of Islam people that would like go into the hood. You know, like there was one, like a boy got shot, unintended. It was an unintended shooting because you know a bunch of hoodlums were shooting at each other, and then you see these bow tie wearing guys. They walk up, they see drug dealers out in the street, punch him in the face, stomp on his fucking head a bunch of fucking times, kick him in his black face a bunch of fucking times, make everybody feel safe, and basically just militantly cleanse them of you know their own community of filth, which is, you know, that's what needs to be done.
So no, that's the issue though. Now we're no longer looking up to those guys in bow ties. We're looking up to the drug dealer. So it's like now the drug dealer, for some weird reason, becomes the standard. Like people are upset about people getting off and killing black people and getting off scotch-free, quote unquote, but then they're cheering when Diddy and Young Thug get off. It's like, wait, I thought you didn't like when people trafficked white women or black women. I thought you hated when black men were shot dead in the street who were innocently killed. I thought we disliked that, but it just depends on who's doing it.
Well, I'll tell you what, ma'am. You can talk to me in the back channel. I would come eliminate all of them niggas that drug dealing and don't give a fuck. I hope they all get life. If I can't catch them and smoke them, oh, your ass is going to prison. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you know, listen, I live in a very suburban area where I'm not around the lights. But I used to work in the Department of Juvenile Justice. And when I tell you, it's just so sad. I can't even listen to the rap music anymore. Because when you see 13 and 14-year-old kids coming in because they shot up somebody's grandmother's house, and it's because your favorite rapper, they're part of his gang, and he was their hitman, and he's 14, it's like, what are we talking about? This is nonsense. These people are serial killers.
Now, it might take me, if you're in the South, it might take me about 14 days. I'm coming on horseback, old school, 45, 70. I'm lighting your ass up. Buffalo Soldiers now. Get the fuck out of here.
This is just one problem of 100 problems, and this isn't even the biggest top 10 problem. You know, it's been going on for 30, 40 years, and unfortunately, it's a lack of education, and you get what you get. Shit.
How's it lack of education?
Yeah.
How's it lack of education? What are you talking about? What is?
I don't know.
You're talking about black community.
Probably in the 90s when drill music, essentially aka hip hop, came out, that degraded and caused brain rot within the African community to such an extent. It's standing itself so far down, no one can get back up.
If you look at the 80s,
You understand what the hip hop was about? Hip hop was talking about the struggles to get out of this shit. There was no glamorizing of bullshit with them.
Struggle? Kill the police?
well, if you were to
That was gangster rap. There's two different things.
yeah.
And these
But if you look, okay, Edmund, the thing is though, is if you were to look at the crime rates, which blacks were still the ones committing the majority of the violence in the country, it was like peaking in the late 80s, early 90s, like before hip hop really took off.
Those are white people that were responsible for all the murder?
Hip hop came out in the 70s.
I mean, I'm talking like you saw. No, I'm talking about like when it was like super popular, became super popular. I'd say more early '90s when it peaked, when crime peaked. But actually, even with drill rap and all of that stuff coming out in the 2010s, it's the homicide rates they went up for like a little bit during the pandemic, but they started to go back down. We've actually had less violence every year. Like we're getting safer since the 90s.
So Pepe, are you saying that the CIA is responsible because they're the ones who did the Iran-Contra thing with the cocaine and the crack epidemic?
Dude, they were responsible. That's probably not even like 1% of the cocaine that came in the U.S.
Oh, you're talking about the timeline, right? It correlates.
From the Iran.
No, crack cocaine was already like mainstream throughout America before Iran-Contra.
Yeah, that was right after Vietnam. That's when the cocaine started coming in.
Well, it's like a problem. Meaning that Vietnam was a horrible waste of money.
Iran-Contra was not, they didn't care. If anything, it showed that they didn't really care too much that the drugs were going to be going and affecting primarily the black community. They were only allowing it to happen so that the Contras could continue to generate the money for their weaponry and all of the other shit to fight the commies.
That's all it was. Because blacks start to separate from heroin from the 30s.
But even the heroin, right, from that movie with Denzel Washington, that heroin was brought on military transports. They said they put it inside a coffin.
Yeah, illegally.
Powder said that some guy in LA who was played by RZA created crack cocaine, but that don't make no sense. It had to be made within a chemical lab first. And it was regularly known that boy people played within the show Powder, he was said to have CIA connection.
I'd been around friends when I was in high school that would smoke rock in like blunts and shit, and I've been like at friends' houses where, I don't know, their uncles, you know, I'm talking about wetbacks, like where their uncles or whatever were in the room and had just made some crack, but it was my understanding that it's very easy to make from powder cocaine.
Well, crack.
I could be wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, you know how to do the science.
Right, so it requires a scientist first.
You can cry about the CIA all you want, but all of this is essentially because of World War II. The whole system didn't disintegrate or even become more efficient. It just expanded into a bigger military industrial complex, banking industrial complex. It's all this hand in hand. It all expanded together.
It was one.
Yeah, this is fucking retarded. What is, like, I try not, you know, there's the black people, like the ones on the stage that I like, and there's like the ones in the room that, about Carmelo, that I was in earlier, that just like, how can you not be like racist after being in a room like that? But, I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, shut up, Edmund. But, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, you can point to like pockets of a population, especially under fear of, you know, the blacks that stayed in the South, where they had to fear like an actual fucking lynching if they did anything wrong. Yeah, they were church going and, you know, they could get by. But I mean, aside from that, where do you see black people like ever really doing well? I mean, as a whole.
According to some,
like, is it really America's fault?
Well, according to some, it's the civil rights movement fault. If you look at the trajectory, everything went downwards after the 1960s, and the great thing by some great plan by Lyndon B. Johnson. Didn't he say he's supposed to separate the families? And isn't that what we're complaining about?
Well, Lyndon B. Johnson is probably the worst president in, you know, throughout history.
Kill
Yeah,
Tim.
what happened was, like, racism was dying out, and Barry Goldwater came in, and he was getting a lot of the poor Southern blacks on board, because it started becoming more about limiting the power of government. So he started pulling a lot of people, blacks and poor Southern whites, away from the Democratic Party. So that was their plan, to get back black people in mass numbers to vote Democrat. You know, like the whole culture, like racism was dying out. People were over that shit. It was more about the government having less control over people's everyday lives. That's the shit people were hopping on, and that's not what the Democratic Party was about. So they were losing some numbers, man, and they had to regroup. And that's when Johnson was like, all right, cool. Let's appease the black people.
He re-enslaved them and gave them ice cream pops.
There you go.
They took the Southern Dixiecrats and just made them Democrats, and then they made the black Republicans Democrats.
Yeah.
And out of the Districts, you had, what, 3 that changed over to Republicans, and people said, well, the party switched. No, it was like 3 of them.
Well, Dinesh D'Souza did his documentary about this.
And Strom Thurmond was like the biggest loudmouth.
It's not just black people, though. It's all poor people. Anybody who essentially got onto disability never got off of it, and it's become generational. And it's the only way to do it.
You're gonna lose that argument when you say all. You're gonna lose that argument when you say all.
I know, you can't say all. But I say the now is all important. So what do you say about that right now?
The all importance of what?
It's just an expression saying that now is all there really is. So all of these history lessons that we do to each other are just fucking meaningless content filler for the now.
That's got a point.
No, it's not.
Well, it's just like you open up the liquor store.
Congressman, isn't it tracing the history? CIA was involved within Woodstock and LSD. They were involved within the heroin transport. They were involved within the crack cocaine epidemic. They were involved within the fentanyl thing the other day with all those illegals. And Jews were also involved in making sure that we had the highest influx of illegals over the period of Biden's presidency. So, I mean, like, are we not supposed to look at these things?
Well, let's talk about the Civil War and say it never should have happened, or the Revolutionary War and say it never should have happened. I mean, when do you stop your history hypnosis? How far back do you go?
You seem to like deflecting, bro. You like Wonder Woman? You a fan of Wonder Woman?
Yeah, she's got a great ass.
You're talking about Linda Carter.
Gal Gadot.
Linda Carter was a man, yo. Actually, he came out and said, if you don't know that Wonder Woman was about trans, then you haven't been watching it good enough. Crazy. Yeah.
I heard Incredible Hulk is about a trans guy.
Jeez.
He did
I don't know which version
transition.
you talking about. Which version are you talking about? The whole.
It's just a joke. It's trans words.
The original, yes, he always said he was gay.
And it turns out Mark Ruffalo is a total faggot.
That's true. I agree with that one.
Oh, and he has.
Wait, Mark Ruffalo came out as gay, or is that some shit y'all just saying?
No, I'm saying politically he's a faggot.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Okay, gotcha.
Well, he also has a brain tumor that might make him retarded.
Say it again.
He has a brain tumor, so that might be what's causing his retardation.
No, that's because you're not being a man and being a carnivore. How our bodies are built as men. That's why you have all these sissy motherfuckers out here.
Well, I just ate a lot of pizza and some minestrone and a chicken sandwich, and it was delicious.
That makes you Italian.
Stay away from the red meats because I get gout.
You get gout from red meat.
No, John, that makes you Italian.
No, it could be the beer, it could be the pizza, it could be all the women and the booze.
Okay, great.
And the men.
'Cause I don't think you're fucking on women like that. Stop it.
But you do realize there's no such thing as white people, right? That's just another stupid thing that black people say.
I said women.
Because there's no such thing as black people either. These are all just color names. We're fucking men.
I said women.
Oh, he doesn't know the word woman. KP, he doesn't know what a woman is. Don't worry about it.
Oh, so you fucking don't know hoes. Oh, okay.
I mean, is my soul colored white? Is my soul colored black? No, it's not. It's translucent.
He's mid-transition.
It's colorless.
Okay.
And every time a black
Can you
personality,
define a woman? Can you define a woman?
she has a clitoris, labia, a uterus, a vagina orifice. That's a woman.
Can that be surgically implanted?
I don't think the uterus can.
That's just fucking mutilation. That's not surgery. That's just cutting away what's there.
Well, you can now, see. Experiment with uterus.
That's called Comic-Con. When you go to the Mayo Clinic and they cut your penis out and put a vagina in, that's called going to Comic-Con with a surgeon.
But why would you be against that? Isn't it within the 8 genders of the Talmud?
Of course I'm against it, stupid. What fucking normal human being, what kind of American lets children have their fucking private parts cut off so some doctor can bill Medicaid $1 million for the procedure? Shut the fuck up.
A Jewish American. It's part of your creed.
Why do you think that he's a rabbinic Jew?
Yeah, he is. He's usually
Is he living in Williamsburg, davening right now at the synagogue while I'm chatting with you on Cloudhouse? No! I'm in the sun with my balls hanging.
Wait, do you think that he's just ethnically Jewish, or do you think he's religiously Jewish?
I think he's ethnically Jewish, acting like a white guy.
Oh, okay, cool. So you don't think
What
he's
is
a rabbinic Jew?
I'm a
What is
co-host.
an ethnical Jew?
I don't know. Like genetic haplogroups and DNA strands, like genetic markers.
No, just
Where the fuck on this planet is Jewish or Jew?
I mean, it's literally called it. It's literally called the J haplogroup.
To be ethnically
It's
somewhere.
literally called the J
There is
haplogroup.
a place.
You can
It's the
complain.
same way. It's the same way that they could take Ethiopian Israelites and show that they have the same genetic markers as Ashkenazi and Sephardim Jews.
You can complain about anybody who wants to know.
Ashkenazis. Okay. Those are more mixed with Greek and Italians.
No, I mean they would be mixed with Italians. They'd be mixed with Germans. They'd be mixed with French.
Yeah, they're gypsies. Gypsies.
Oh, okay. So when a West African guy mates with a fucking English chick, he doesn't have African genetics. He doesn't have like Nigerian genetics or West African genetics. The same haplogroup.
The Mormons and
Jewish is a religion, man.
No, it isn't. It's an ethno-religious group.
Oh
There's
my
literally
God.
a genetic fucking testing that you could do for it. There's specific
Find this place
haplogroups.
on the map.
Oh my god. It's a group of fucking ethnic group of people. That's all it is.
Find it. You can
Why it's
find
called
it.
an ethno-religious group. That's why you have fucking
That's
Russian
bullshit.
Jews. That's why you
That's
have
bullshit.
fucking Ethiopian Israelites. That's why you also have fucking people in sub-Saharan Africa that also have the same fucking genetic marker.
Ethiopian Israelites. Okay.
they don't even
Literally, Kai Fang. Okay. How about the Kai Fang Jews in Western China? That 1,000 years ago they left the Levant and went into Western China. Guess what happens when you test their genetic markers? Same as fucking Ashkenazi Jews. Same genetic marker.
That's why
You cannot trace.
Right.
It's literally called a J haplogroup. Oh my god, you're fucking retarded.
There's no place. that's
Okay,
called
Romani gypsies is what you're referencing. And yes, Romani gypsies would show up in the same fucking haplogroup as other people of that fucking region. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is why we have genetic testing. This is why we have regions.
I mean, would Jews have like the haplogroups like E and J?
Okay, that's it. You want to?
No, they did. The Levant and the Middle East in general. So there's a lot of shared lineage.
Syrians
Just
have
like
the
how
same
Europeans-
genetic
Hold
markers
on.
as fucking Ashkenazi.
Okay, so like how you have, but Ashkenazi Jews, they're still like, it's a minority of their admixture. They have more European DNA than they do Middle Eastern.
I agree.
That's like being called
I agree that if a Chinese guy comes here and for 7 generations or 20 generations or 100 generations mixes with Europeans, they're going to be majority fucking European, but they'll still have fucking Chinese DNA.
That's like being called an African American.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that there's no African Americans that don't have fucking white DNA. I agree. That's a 23andMe and Ancestry DNA.
And it's the same shit, so it's just a spreading. You just want to be called something, to be associated with something. And Jewish is not a fucking ethnic group.
It is because it's passed down. It's passed down. So it says it used to be passed down paternally, like fucking centuries and centuries ago. But then maternally, now it's passed down.
I mean,
generally, it's only you have to have. Generally, it is conversion is like a very small number of them are converts. So you have to That's how they maintain some ethnic lineage, because it gets passed down through a parent.
I would concede that it's the mother and father both. But if you want to go off of a rabbinic Jewish tradition, it's like to the mother.
You guys are like describing fruit on a tree instead of just observing the tree and saying, wow, isn't that beautiful, amazing?
Well, DNA testing is less than genealogical testing, is less than 0.1% accurate. So I don't think that's a good gauge. For the most part, like our brother KP said, they're gypsies, bunch of widows, pump walls.
Yeah, but they have different. Just because there's J is present within the Romani Gypsy population, they have a lot of other shit.
Oh yeah, the Romani Gypsies come out of India. That's where they originate.
Then you have the Sephardic Jews. Where do they fucking come from?
They have the same Middle Eastern.
Of the Second Temple, 130 AD.
So the Jews that have like the Sephardi, the Mizrahi that live further in Asia, and then the Ashkenazi, they all share that Middle Eastern component, but they're all kind of like mixed with the people from where they were for hundreds of years.
Well, you guys think if
Palestinians are your cousins, and you send over there having a family feud.
Yeah, they actually have more DNA tied. So that DNA that Jews share with each other, they have higher levels of E and J than any of the Jews in the diaspora.
But you want to be over there in Israel and fighting with your cousins on the strip that's 13 miles long or some bullshit? Your fucking cousins? Your Palestinian cousin?
You ever go to a supernova fest and have your head cut off? I never had.
Wait, KP, have you never heard of the Hatfields and McCoys?
Yes, I have.
Same shit going on there.
Well, I would just say
your
this.
cousins said, hey, you're getting your ass whooped all over the world.
Hatfields and McCoys are all cousins if you look at their gender.
I mean, the thing is though, is that there's one population that, as much as blacks like to bitch about racism, there's one group that does it. In fact, not only do they do it maybe to the higher degree, but they're very sophisticated in how they do it, and they are the masters at canceling people and getting you de-platformed, defunded, dehoused, de-anything. And yes, we know who that group is.
The master! Who is the master?
Oh, he's from Doctor Who. It could also be a woman too. That's the correct answer.
Ooh,
You're the most cryness motherfucker.
I just went all Whovian there.
I was in a Jewish room, and of course Roger kicked me out of it because shut up, dude, Edmund. So, like, in a room, and then one of them was like, goddamn, let me finish my point.
He doesn't respond to you because his actual name is John and not.
I live on Edmund Street.
Okay, can I fucking...
His name is John, it's not Edmund.
Why did you interrupt me? Like, that is... Goddamn. Now it's just...
This is how the Jews do it.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, somebody moved them. Thank you.
Yeah, you got to the audience.
I mean, Oh yeah, I was in a Jewish room, and so like I was playing with atoms, and I was like, oh yeah, the Jews. Like I was talking about like Hebrew national hot dogs, and it gave me constipation. Just like saying stupid shit, trolling. And like Hebrew national hot dogs not owned by Jews. But anyways, this whiny fucking Jew named Rohan, he was like playing. He's like, that's very anti-Semitic with this stupid Australian accent. And I'm like, dude, like it's literally a joke. I mean, Jews don't own that hot dog company. And then like there's other whiny Jews saying, but it's the perception. People could believe it. That's what are you doing? They're just whiny. And I just don't get it. It's like they wanted to like as soon as like wokeism died in the U.S., it was because like the campus protest and the woke crowd turned on the Jews, and you see how quickly that spigot got turned off. And now it's like, oh, they're against cancel culture and they're against being woke, but it's just like we still see Jews like doing the cancel culture woke bullshit for themselves.
I think it's because you don't realize that it's always political, no matter what it is. Jews, abortions, guns, the debt, money, it's always fucking political, and you may not be hip to be square.
Well, I'm just saying, I think, like, and I'm just being honest, maybe, like, say somebody else can chime in, but I think the optics are just bad for Jews. I think you guys understand, like, just like how people are tired of the woke bullshit, they're getting tired of Jews doing the woke bullshit. Like, it really just hurts your own image. Like, why would you play into it? Just, like, literally, stop being whiny.
You
goes a long way.
And I would tell you something. I would tell you something as well, Batman. They're quickest leeches to jump into black shit, to attach themselves to black shit, to keep their name known.
Yeah, they were in the past because they've been on this woke shit for decades. But it's just like
civil rights.
Now that everybody's sick of it, like it's just maybe it's time for you guys to smarten up and stop being whiny wokesters.
You sound
after civil rights, John, there was no support from your community at all.
My community, I'm just a fucking guy in the sun with my balls hanging out. I ain't got shit to do with 1960s.
I think Edmund's dad is a Jew, so he's not like a Jew himself.
You about to know. Dude, audience, don't do that shit right now.
That's it, you're projecting shit on me. I'm just a dude on the fucking internet.
Here you go. Go sit your ass in the kitchen. Go make some motherfucking bagels or whatever the fuck y'all do. And that's what happened. And every single time anything that's a black uprising that's partially bullshit or real shit, you see nothing but Jewish people come out to try to get their name back in. And now, as soon as shit spiked, it was 2016 when Trump got in. Now it's all this black race against Jews, and there's Jewish hate. Now it's Chinese against Jewish people. Man, get the fuck out of my face with this. Now y'all a bunch of motherfucking users for those people that do that shit. Not all Jews, not at all. I don't like bullshit.
I mean, see, I like Jews. I just think that, like, when, like, publicly, that they are such a, their PR, it's, in a way, they're, like, super effective, but in a way, it's kind of, like, it's going to irritate and annoy people. Like, all of the double standards they have. And how quickly they'll, like, shit on alliances just because it's not in their best, in the moment.
That's why I said not all, because I have Ashkenazis in my family, and we have these discussions. Oh, you didn't know that faggot, did you? I'm just not married.
I would love to see if Mog, do you want to come up? I want to see if you can do your multiplication tables, and see if you can spell the different states in the United States. Here, come on up, Mog. I think you're an intelligent black man. So I want to do some like 6th grade education questions.
Oh shit.
See, now, I know this motherfucker's not going to be able to do it.
I'm about to pour me a drink. Fuck. It's gonna turn from serious to house liquor store real quick.
I used to do that in my rooms all the time, but it was actually Ariota who told me to do that.
Oh, Diller?
Ariota? Hmm?
Yeah, that was Child Diller, wasn't it?
Was he? I don't know.
There you go. The one out in Texas.
No, he lives in No, Ariota is a black guy from Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not talking about that creep fucking Europa.
Oh, okay. That's why I confused it. My bad. Sorry, Ariel. My bad.
No, he didn't take my invitation to come up. He can talk his shit, but he can't do his multiplication tables.
Is that your boyfriend? Ariota's your boyfriend, right?
No. Why do you have on that gay outfit? Like for a minute, you look like one of those faggots at a pride march wearing like gangster shit.
How long did it take you to come up with that?
No, I mean, literally, that's the first thing that jumped in my mind. Like, what the fuck is he wearing? Then I saw that you're wearing like a backpack and some shoulder bag, which is pretty fucking gay too.
Nigga, where the fuck you come from? Mad Max 2025 Thunderdome shit?
Who you talking to, boy?
Talking to you, nigga.
Not for long. Boy.
Yeah, weird ass PTR you got, but okay, go ahead. This nigga just flexing. And I don't know if that's you in the PTR. Is that you?
No, sir.
Okay, well, fuck, we use PTR. All the men in the backstage back there, get your fat asses in the gym and go work out. You fat motherfuckers back there, get your ass in the gym. Turn them damn dad boss into father figures.
Hey, Peppy, where's mine at?
She's in bed.
Next question.
That's my homegirl.
Man, you sound like one of these slow ass creepers. Motherfucker, you going to her window? Where's she at? I see a porch light on. She gonna call the PD. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I haven't seen her in a minute. Okay, you got it. Alright, yeah.
I told y'all, let you know, working on this next stand-up now. Going back to the stage. What's up, Herb?
What up, though?
Oh, you got it, bro. Long time no hear from. How them chickens doing?
Clucking away. Laying eggs and making money.
You ain't got the right one out there. You just say, hey, I gotta kill your ass.
Yeah, no, they just dead. I got a couple.
They dead?
Yeah, the one that gotta go.
gotta go.
These motherfuckers piss you off.
Hell yeah. Oh, bitch, you got to go.
I was watching a video, and the guy was out there in the coop collecting eggs. And the fucking heifer bust an egg, took the yolk and ate that shit. And he was like, oh, your ass is going down tonight. You going?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nah,
You gotta go.
they damn, no understanding they some damn cannibals. They don't give a damn. They be on some other shit. They eat their weak young, they eat their dead. They don't give a fuck.
This motherfucker will eat all the mice around your house.
That's the only thing they do, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
They eat anything. Anything they can catch, they eat. That's why you gotta control their environment. I feed mine mealworms though. I breed the mealworms. Like I breed the mealworms from compost and like old garbage, old like food and shit, old scrap food.
Leftover cabbage and all that shit.
Yeah, and I feed them the mealworms. But if you could give them some chicken, they gonna eat it. Mice, if we catch them, they gonna eat them. They eat whatever you send them. To be honest, they
No, y'all know. They worse than hogs.
I was just about to say they worse than damn hogs. Hogs eat anything too. Whatever you put in that pan, they gonna eat it.
The only thing they're not gonna eat is keratin. So hair and fingernails. Oh man, that's my shit.
Nah, damn, for real.
With some crackers. Man, come on now.
Oh, I used to love some hog-head cheese and crackers. Some hog-head cheese and crackers. Some crackers.
I see.
Love that shit. Nothing like some good old crackers.
You said good old crackers. Man, you know what? I might make a pot this winter and put it in the freezer so it can get jail. Make you want to slap your mama. You guys in the audience, you're more than welcome to come up. I know Thunder, how she just do it. She's like, nah, it's some stupid shit I'm running, but you get rid of uncivilized people. I'm still trying to talk about this nigga with this PTR, some old school Houdini shit on. This motherfucker with the freaks come on at night. What the fuck is going on? Don't take anything personal, brother. I just jump.
Oh yeah, I know. What's it got to do?
The fuck if I know? Y'all like that motherfucking pocket? You probably beat this meat somewhere. I don't know.
That's kind of what I thought.
Shit. I should crack on his head. Yo. For the audience that don't know this story. We sitting out, you know, our girls outside, we having some beers, bonfire, right? This motherfucker.
What's going on? What's going on?
Where'd you go, KP? Huh? Oh shit.
What's up, KP?
We had some, fuck you, nigga. We had some war stories.
I'm gonna be here.
I'll save them for another day.
Nah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Houdini. Look here, man. I invited the brothers to my crib. We sitting here chilling, behind fire. You know, food cooked and everything.
You gonna tell them when I blew up your toilet?
Nigga. How the fuck do you shit on the back of the toilet?
That's Bud, man. All that beer we were drinking, bro. That's Bud stage category 4, bro.
This motherfucking shit on the back of the toilet. And I gotta sit here because the wife was like, I'm not cleaning another man's shit. So I gotta go scrub the motherfucking toilet. Ain't this some bullshit? This motherfucker just straight violated. Oh, I'm gonna get you back.
Nigga, I was hungover, man. Shit, we were drinking all night. I was hungover and the shit, bro. You know how it is, man.
Damn, I think we went through like 48 at night. It was like fun.
Yeah, we were drinking heavy, man. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, man. That is hilarious.
I'll never forget that shit. I gotta replace my toilet. I don't even go use that bathroom anymore. He's spraying bleach in that motherfucker every day. Like this nasty asshole.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I gotta drop off, bro. I gotta run to the store, go grab a couple things, but you gonna keep it up or you wanna kill it?
Oh yeah, I'll be here.
Okay, alright, man. Yeah, I'll pop back on it.
Just I'm not changing to the liquor store, you already know.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, you might want to just start a new room so that way it pops right back up at the top because this has been going for a while, so it's gonna be the hallway, yeah. So you might just want to kill it.
All right, follow everybody in the room so we can have good conversations. Because you're on the East Coast, we're the same time frame, and I know you guys are tired after work. You need some relaxation and some excitement and some good jokes. Wallace in the building.
Yeah, Wallace, happy White History Month to you, brother. Celebrating all our beloved white Americans.
And Thundercat, push that damn ticket in. You've been rocking with us for a couple years. Don't be afraid. It's okay. It's okay. It's a whisper in your ear. All right, we're gonna shut this down. Whenever Sig, you can do the countdown, and I'm gonna reopen back up in the mansion. But it's gonna be a wind down to talk about anything, no holds barred, and we can chill.
Yeah,
So Ren, I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah, just kill it whenever you want, bro.
All right, well get the fuck out, nigga. All right, we're gonna get the flock out of here. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Lana.
Hey,
There's a
Al.
kid going. Speaking of Lana, that's the girl, John.
Huh?
How's everything out in Medina? Well, no, you're in West Covina.
Yeah, I'm in West Coast. I'm in
And in Inglewood, huh?
It's
I see, girl.
She's always here, to be honest. She's always here.
Al is going to the chapel. He's gonna get married.
I am.
I love to hear it.
Yeah, I definitely am. not rushing it, but I know that's where it's going.
Have you said that to her?
Say what?
Like, you could see her being your wife? Does she know that you could see her being your wife?
Absolutely. Had those times. Like,
Why not?
she just got back from Arkansas. You know, she's from Arkansas. A lot of her family from Arkansas. She just got back. She was telling me her grandmother left her some acres, and she just found out.
Oh, shoot. You don't move to Arkansas now?
Hell no.
You never know. You might need to go ahead and get away.
Nah, Lana, I ain't going nowhere. She ain't either.
LA till you die, huh?
LA all day. I mean, I can travel and go anywhere.
That's true.
We can go back and forth to Arkansas.
Listen, my final resting place will be LA. I know that to be a fact.
Whether she gonna build something there or she gonna, I mean, I don't think she should sell.
But she should not.
Yeah, definitely should not sell. But I don't know how many acres it is, but definitely build something.
Snoop Dogg and Sexy Red got a new song.
Oh my God.
I like Sexy Red. I don't like the way she look, but I like the way she raps.
You know what I do respect about her? She don't care what nobody thinks.
No, she don't.
That's the part I can respect somebody who don't give a damn, who gonna do something different against the, you know, it may not sound sexy, it may not be what you want, what somebody else wants. She don't really give a damn what nobody thinks. I can respect that part more than anything. I know some people say it's degrading, and I get it. Would that be a woman of my choice? Probably not, but I can respect somebody who don't care what everybody else thinks.
But like, if you were to like listen to Sexy Red's lyrics, Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto, Nicki Minaj, they all talk funky. They just don't like the way Sexy Red look.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they all talk about bopping niggas, jacking niggas, fucking eat my coochie, eat. They just don't like that she look like that
Everybody
hood.
has a little Kim song.
Right, they just don't like that she look like that hood. Right.
What
They
y'all be
just,
singing, Alana?
she look like, right, they don't like that she look like their cousin. You know
What did she ask me?
You know, they don't like that she look just like their baby mama, and they like, damn. She haven't cleaned herself up yet, but if she was to really clean herself up, they will start accepting her like they did Gorilla. And Gorilla cleaned herself up, and they was like, I like Gorilla, you know. But first she was like, you know. But Sexy Red don't want to clean herself up. She like, fuck it. that's what make it, like you said, she don't do it. Did you hear about Cardi B with the boy found on her bus?
I heard about it, but I couldn't find where he went live for his interview.
I know. It's just all these posts about it.
Oh, he made posts about it.
No, I didn't see him making posts. They said it was an interview he did with somebody.
That's what I'm saying.
Posting about it.
Yeah, I ain't seen the actual interview, but I saw that Cardi took down all their pictures together. I saw that Offset did some video in response, like kind of laughing at the fact that like it was an epic fail. Yeah. So I don't know.
So do you believe it? Like, you know, I just couldn't take her smell no more.
No, I've heard from plenty of people that those videos stink.
Yeah, they say videos because you gotta think it's kind of like, okay, so like I had the grease from the George Foreman grill. You know how like you can lift one end of the George Foreman and it'll drain the grease from your like hamburger or whatever you're cooking. And so if you smell the fat, it very much smells like a fat person. But I'm not trying to be like, like you know how sometimes like you have. I'm talking I'm talking about that my 600-pound life, like I can't really wipe myself type shit. And then like even when they bathe, it like comes to their pores. So I'm telling you, that's to me, I can only imagine that that's what it smells like if you're doing a fat transfer. Fat doesn't smell good.
Yeah, so they're saying like it was basically like also infection. So the BBL is affordable, but the women can't afford the massages to spread the fat around so it can properly heal. And so then there's like fat deposits that are infected in their butt, and that's the smell. Abby is like bacteria and like smell. And so then that's why some BBL stink. That's crazy. I don't know if Cardi B's look like it stink though. I ain't gonna say it don't look like it stink. And they said poor hygiene because they be like some of these girls' butts is so big that they don't know how to wash it. Jonathan, have you ever smelled a bad BBL?
I don't mess with no. I don't mess with no women with no BBLs, crazy.
Well, I gotta be crazy because I asked you. You the one I always act like you be with the baddies and the Instagram models.
I never know. And one thing about black women, they always got ass. So I don't know where. I don't know when the BBL for black women started. One thing about black women, they don't have anything. They don't have ass.
But with this stripper look.
Yeah, stripper.
Yeah, I
like
don't.
a stripper.
Maybe like I think maybe my ass is too old. I missed all that because in my era, black women had some booty. You didn't even know white women were the ones trying to get booty and trying to get lip injections, and black women had lips and booty and body and I think that's a young people thing. In the 90s, black women had ass. So I don't know. That whole thing is weird to me, to be honest. And then a lot of the booties don't even look natural. Like, if you really, like, I thought the whole point was the booty was supposed to look real. Some of the booties, you look at it, you're like, that's fake. This is really bad, like a bad BBL, too. I don't know. Maybe
I think Nene Leake's son is about to pass away. He's back in the hospital again. Because he had a heart transplant, and then now he's having heart failure again. That's sad. Like his daddy died, then now he was young too.
Nene's Greg died. Nene looked like she didn't miss a beat.
She missing a beat with this baby though.
Get you a woman that loves your ass. These motherfuckers moving on fast down on the motherfucker.
Just because they move on now means if you're dead, what she supposed to
do? So you died.
Right.
You died. Your husband got a new bitch a month later. You don't think there's anything wrong with that?
I mean, I'm dead.
So, what about mourning, motherfuckers?
He mourned.
Yeah, I see she mourned, alright. She mourned. With the new Nigerian, she mourned. She's crazy. I don't really care for her.
Hey, JD.
Yeah.
My girl was just telling me how good your barbecue is.
Tell her thank you, baby.
She hear you.
It is so freaking good. It reminds me of Arkansas barbecue.
That's where you from?
Yeah.
Okay. So you the one that got my boy all smiling and happy, huh? My man happy. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. I'm happy for it, man. Look, I love black love, man. Black love is a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
When you getting married, JD?
Man, well, how about the Lakers?
Pigs fucking fly.
Hey, man, Al, when I find me a woman that makes me smile the way
Cars are so
listen to the hater.
Hey,
Well, listen, little mama. You sound like you're the female version of me. You got all these good. Ayana, you got all these good men, and you can't decide which one you want.
Sorry, be calling them out too. She be like, huh, babe. Huh, I can go get whatever I want, huh? Oh, okay. That's sorry, right? That's sorry.
I don't know what y'all be having going on. I just, you know, you see how to take all my information out there. I want to be different from y'all as possible. I don't want nothing to do.
Hey, I said Ayana, they said the State Department is stopping the Nigerians from coming over here. They gotta get a new visa every time. I said to Ayana, like, hey, your man's not gonna be able to visit as much. She love her professional Nigerian boy. Woo.
Okay, don't make me start pounds from here and here.
She love her Nigerian.
Shout out to the Igbos. The Yorubas, not the
The Igbos are the ones with all the money, you know that, right?
No, Yorubas are the ones with all the money.
No, the Igbos are the businessmen, baby. Ask your friends. The Igbos, ask your friends. The ones that are known for making all the money, spending the money the way you like, are Igbo men.
We know.
That's what they're
We all
very
know.
flashy. They're very flashy. They make the business.
Which one is?
Well, we all know that it ain't the Negroes.
That's fucked up. It's the Igbo men. Those are the ones. The ones that you like, those are the Igbo men.
Bigby, which one is it?
I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you. These folks. All that throwing money, you know all that shit you like, all that throwing money at the weddings.
I don't really, if they is strict to, okay, this, you just gotta wait a little bit longer than you. Nigerians follow so busy. Oh my goodness, you are so busy.
That's what you like. See, that's what it is right there. God has blessed me. Oh my God.
But this exists.
That's what you like right there. There you go. See? Nigerians get that money, boy, they get to throwing that money. There you go.
Let's talk about
Get you a Nigerian out of Houston. That's political Nigerian.
I do like it.
That's where all the Nigerian men are.
Oh my gosh, I feel like driving is just something that I'm at that point in my life. Like I was driving and everything, I just sit in traffic, and our traffic don't need to be like LA traffic. It's just the fact that I got to sit in here.
LA traffic is ridiculous.
Ain't no way
I ain't never seen traffic out of LA traffic.
LA traffic.
What are y'all gonna do about this community of these boys? I guess they didn't have dads or good male role models. If y'all don't swoop up y'all black men, they're turning into all fags. Like, not being gay, but they're just so feminine. I just seen a post where a young black man talking to hairstylists talking about, when I send my girl to the shop to get her hair done, don't tell her she need to come her hair already washed. You know how many girls have said that? Like, why are you saying that as a boy, as a man? Like, what is wrong with these boys?
Concerning yourself with.
Exactly.
Why are you with women too?
in women's business, and I'm like, what the hell? That's crazy. Y'all better gather them up.
No, don't blame us. You know where they got that from.
Okay, but the daddy.
Don't blame us.
I know
They
they
didn't get that from their daddies.
Okay, but
They didn't get that sassiness from the daddies.
I understand that they don't have daddies, so what are y'all gonna do? Like that, y'all gonna have to come together and help them.
They got that from their mamas.
Okay, I agree, but that's the representation of y'all, black men. Y'all getting sassier and it's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, they would have put everything on the black man, boy.
But they're representing, but they're representing y'all.
Black women will put everything on the black man. It's the black man's fault.
But they're representing y'all. Like, are y'all gonna help out, or y'all will just let them?
What are we supposed to do with a little feminine little boy, man? What the hell you think we supposed to do?
Y'all need to, I don't know, gather them up.
I ain't got nothing for you. Won't be no kid I mentor.
Boy turned to the Flavor Flav.
I'm not mentoring them damn time. There won't be nobody I mentor. Won't be the kids. But to get the mentorship somewhere else. Won't be for me.
You try to help one of them out when I.
He thought he was eating, going telling him, when I send my girl to the shop, why are you worried about women's business?
Cause you know what's so crazy? It's gonna be a group of them that applaud.
Yeah, it is. So many women. That's a women in the comments talking about. That's a real man right there. Like,
you worried about women chair shops?
Yeah, your little broke ass.
You need to be somewhere working. Somewhere working. When I told you the other day, the women was like, I want my man to be picking up the kids from school. That's part of a father's duty. I said, let me tell you something. For the most part, if a nigga is picking up a kid at 2:30, 3 o'clock from school, something is fucking wrong. Okay?
You better just so happen to
At 3
be off.
o'clock, that nigga need to be somewhere in the middle of some goddamn work. Okay?
Wow.
You do not need to be in the carpool lane picking up some goddamn kids.
12-hour shift.
You need to be mid-afternoon in some meetings trying to get some fucking money. But that's motherfuckers ain't had no damn daddy. Oh yeah, man, need to pick up the kids from school. Did your daddy pick you up from school?
They be like,
I don't know too many daddies picking up kids from school.
No, you make it get a ride to school with them.
You get a ride on the way to school, on his way to work, right?
I remember my
That shit's crazy, man.
I guess I've always been
that
crazy.
That shit's crazy as fuck.
Because I remember my daddy, because I got kicked off the bus. And so...
Oh, so you were bad.
Yeah.
Don't try to slide that shit in. Don't try to slide.
Listen.
That motherfucker trying to slide it in.
I got kicked off the bus for
They
bacon.
told you no more bus, baby.
I got No, let me tell you what my daddy used to do. He used to ride me to school on his motorcycle. He was on his way out. Yes, because he went to work on his motorcycle.
He put a little helmet on you, right?
Yep, I put the helmet on, and I used to have to put a roller in the front of my hair. Hold on to dear life.
That's funny. I
got kicked off the bus for like a week. I remember because I was basing, and I wouldn't quit.
How did you get kicked off the bus? Don't try to do that.
I was basing.
Your bad ass.
No, I was basing so hard, and then I was making the boy cry, and he was crying, and I didn't give a fuck. I kept on going hard on him. I just went hard, crazy on him, and I got kicked off because I wouldn't listen to the bus driver. She was like, "Leave him alone." I was like, "No." Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, dang, I
really gonna try to slide the kid in, baby. Hey, I got things off the wall. Hold on. You gotta be really fucking bad to get kicked off the public school bus.
Public bus. But after that,
and you're a groom too.
Right. And
you
then
want some like little badass boys.
no, and then after that week of riding, yes, and then after a week of riding their motorcycle, I was like, fuck that, because then like, my hair was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't care. Oh, you got kicked off the bus, so what? So then I would, because I'm still was a hairdresser at heart, so I would put some rollers in my bangs and put the helmet on. Hopefully that it didn't do too bad. It was bad. I was like, man. Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy. But the moral of the story, yeah, your dad may drop you off to school, but he ain't picking you up.
Nah, but the problem is, a lot of motherfuckers ain't got no damn daddies. Cause you got grown-ass women. We was here the other day, and man, you need to pick up the kids, you need to help out around the house, and pick up the kids from school. I'm like, what the fuck world do you motherfuckers live in? Hey, motherfucker, you know, they do fucking put your daddies in the fucking carpool lane at 3 in the fucking afternoon. Daddy need to be somewhere, nigga, working. Yeah, I want my man to be on this.
And if he did pick you up, it was like a special occasion. You be like,
right.
Yeah, it wasn't
crazy
a normal.
Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy.
But, you know.
Well, that's the problem, though. You didn't grow up with no daddy. You don't fucking know. You know, no daddy, you be, you know, the house, the motherfucker told me the housework should be 50-50. Good luck. Good luck. If you think you're going to get most men to do half the housework, nigga, good luck. Good luck.
Like, okay, this is a household I grew up in, and I'm not exaggerating. My stepmom was a super woman, okay? Because a registered nurse practitioner, always had that. Money was not an issue, right? Back in the, you know, Cadillac Eldorado, we used to have our little handheld TV. We used to have our little handheld TV back in the day in the car, like y'all didn't even know, like back in the day. We used to find, okay, whatever. But when she got off of work, she kept her house was super clean. 5 bedrooms, super fucking clean. She would come home. You better make sure her shit is clean. But then she would cook dinner every day. Cook dinner. Only on Fridays you got fast food. She did laundry every day. You had to take your clothes, your dirty clothes, you put it outside your door. When you woke up, them clothes were clean in front of your door.
That's what I'm talking about.
She, old school, like Saturday morning, okay? The girls had to wake up and clean up, not the boys.
Right.
We had to wake up and dust and clean up the whole, dust all those figurines, all the little African figurines, and dust all that stuff, not the boys, okay? And then we had to go grocery shopping with her every week. That was every week. Coupons, you know, she'd be like, oh, the limit is 3. You stand in line. You stand, you know, that's how, and that was our, but, you know, after we did that, we may go to the mall. We may get a little clothes, a little makeup. You know, we got shit, but that was a normal routine. My dad didn't do shit. He would be in the,
that's back when they had gender roles.
Right, he used to be in the living room. He used to be in the living room in a chair, sitting there drinking like a beer or something. Yeah, he would just be drinking beer or something. Now my dad would cook. He had a couple of meals he could. He had this famous fried chicken, and then he would grill. That's it. Like that day, oh, you Baba, you cooking fried chicken. That's it.
When they had gender roles, the good old days.
And that's it.
And they need to bring that shit back, man.
No, so I'm just saying, like, she worked so, now that I look at it, she worked so hard during the day, and then still came home and worked. But she worked, but then she had us trained, because let her come up in here and some stuff was out of place. Oh, everybody getting cussed out. Okay, so she trained the kids to clean up too. Y'all knew we couldn't dirty up no damn house. And you know, we get out of school, after school and stuff, and you may eat or something like that, but you knew that time where you better go get them dishes clean, you know, put them in the dishwasher.
Mama said you have to put your plate in the sink.
We used to put it in us. We had a dishwasher, so you put we put you rinse the dish off, you put it in the dishwasher, and then we had a magnet on the refrigerator that said clean or dirty. If that magnet was turned around and it was clean, and there was clean dishes in the dishwasher that was not put up, oh, you about to hear it. And mostly the girls would hear it. She wouldn't do that to the boys. It was us, the girls.
We're supposed to.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah, that's how they look at it for real. Right.
Woman's work.
But shut up, that's too much. But now do you think that women, so she worked hard, so now you think that maybe these women these days say that's too much work?
These women are like, fuck you niggas.
Because she used to be up late doing laundry. She used to be up late at night.
Nowadays, these women like, I'm paying half the mortgage. I'm working. Motherfucker, get up and you don't have to work.
And then you gotta wake up early in the morning to make sure everybody goes to school, and then you gotta make sure you got on the right clothes, cause we supposed to have dressed conservative, but I had a sister that used to sneak out with other clothes on she ain't supposed to, and so she had to make sure you looking right, but she was up early. Making sure, I don't know, that's just how they used to be. That's why the women don't want to do it. Y'all overwork them older ladies.
Man, what that got to do with the young ladies?
Because you seen your mama do that, you like, I ain't doing all that. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm tell you, I'm not doing it, so I don't know what to tell you. My black ass ain't doing it. If there's a woman in the house, that's your job.
Some Saturdays we would leave out like around 12 and we'd get home to like 8, 9 o'clock shopping all day long.
So that's fun.
No.
The men at home watching football.
Doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
That's what you're supposed to do, man.
I used to be like,
bring back the good old days.
Especially around holidays.
Bring the good old days.
They don't want to do that.
I like them old days, man. Women over here thinking niggas supposed to wash dishes and do laundry. What the fuck? Mop the floor.
Okay, so as girls, we felt like that. We felt like, as girls, we felt like that was unfair that we had to wash the dishes. We had to wake up and do all the dusting and vacuum. And when something was out of place, even though the boys would be the one fucking up, we were the one getting yelled at. You get what I'm saying? And they was one fucking up. So when you get older, you be like, fuck these boys. I can't wait until I don't have to do this.
And then you have a son, and you say, my son's gonna be better, and you have a son like Jonathan.
That's crazy. Then you ain't gonna say. But I think that
But my mom was part of the problem too. Because she did all that shit, didn't
she didn't have to work though. That's cool. Like I feel like if you didn't have to work, that's cool. But my stepmom worked, okay, and she was.
But a lot of the women worked. The reality is, back in the day, there was an understanding. Men had roles and women had roles. Now that shit is fluid. Everybody, I guess it works, but that shit don't work for me. I'm old. There's no way in fuck I'm gonna have a woman in my house and I'm over there washing dishes. Not gonna happen. If there's a woman in this motherfucker, I'm not washing no clothes, I'm not washing no dishes.
Okay, so Jonathan, if you go into the kitchen and make a sandwich, so are you gonna clean up after yourself?
I'm gonna put the plate in the sink.
But you gonna put the bread up and everything, all that, and wipe the counter down?
Yeah, but normally I'm not gonna make a sandwich. If there's a woman, she gonna make a sandwich.
I think with most black,
I'm not making. If I got a woman in my house, I'm not making shit. I'm not even getting the goddamn meal.
I think the problem with most black women is this: they assume that black women back in the days didn't work. Y'all took on the role of white women. White women didn't work. Black women have always worked. And I'm talking about from slavery all the way up to this current day. Black women have always worked. That burning of the bra and that women's rights, that was not for y'all. That was for white women and white women only. They just used y'all to get the momentum and the push forward.
So, but well, maybe back in the day, men were more manlier. One thing we didn't worry about is nobody running up on us. We didn't have no punk ass men in our life. Punks that get you mess with this family, the Diamond, he gonna fuck your ass up, okay? You didn't play with his family. Now y'all are noodle bags, punks, okay? And then hold up, let me give my opinion. Okay, so maybe the women respected that, and then men knew how to like fix cars, shit like that. Like you didn't have to worry about, wash the car, fix cars. You didn't have to worry about nothing outside. Oh, if the jacuzzi is clogged, he knew how to unclog it and fix it. My daddy could fix anything.
Yeah, but
Anything.
men still know how to fix cars.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. These niggas do not know how to fix
Yes, they do.
No, they
It's where
don't.
you're looking.
But here's the thing.
Come on, Derek. You know they don't know how to fix cars.
Most of the car, can I say this? Most of the cars, people don't fix their own cars no more. Them cars is complicated than a motherfucker.
My dad built my first computer, so yeah. He used to fix cars.
Is it just me? Does any of y'all fix your own car now?
No, because most of the time you're going through warranty. You can't fuck around with the car for the
My car ain't even
Now,
got
you
no
fix your own car?
Okay, well, not fix the car. Take the car. Okay, well, take the car to the shop. Whoever gonna go fix it. The thing, y'all used to have y'all gender roles too. Now y'all talking about our hair and telling us that, and going to the nail shop. I go to the nail shop and I'm trying to get a spot, but this niggas is taking my spot. It's like, damn, you waiting too? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all.
We trying to get our nails done too.
They got their nails painted black. Talking about it's just black.
This what happens. This is what happens.
We getting them done.
This is what happens when women side with the foolishness. If we telling you that look is wrong, and y'all know it ain't wrong, they just expressing themselves and just let them be.
See,
Here
now
we
you
are.
want to blame
You're
women.
complaining about there's not enough
Okay,
healthy men.
see, the same thing, Jonathan, you said that I was blaming men for the sassy dudes and he want to blame women. The same thing. And so that was probably a big difference. But, and then a lot of that situation back in the day did not work out for people, so they don't want to repeat it. Everybody was,
This ain't working out now either though.
yeah, so it ain't working out.
All that 50-50 shit. Listen, I don't know, man. I'm old, so don't judge me, but I just feel like this. If there's a woman in the house, I shouldn't be making my own dinner. I shouldn't be making a sandwich. I shouldn't even have to get a beer.
Something.
Oh my God.
Jonathan is right because guess what? I'll be getting that allowance.
Exactly. He better be paying.
I will do everything.
So we are crazy, yeah? They need to be like, baby, you need a beer? Like, come on, man.
I don't know. I'm different from you, Jonathan, in that aspect. I can get my own beer then as far as like cooking. There's certain foods that I like that I like a certain way. So I cook it myself.
See, men like B, mess it up for y'all, because now he says it's okay to cook.
No. I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm just saying that I would prefer, I'm not the type that'd be like, oh, my wife, she gotta cook. And that's, you just don't know, because I like certain things a certain way. So I would rather cook it myself than to sit down and critique what she have cooked.
Nothing wrong with that. A lot of men.
That's just like she don't barbecue. I do all of the barbecuing in the house.
Well, that's what.
We have not touched the grill.
So when you're going 50-50 with a man, you basically saying the woman should pay half the bills 50-50 and then do 100% of the housework.
That's if.
That's what they're saying.
Because now you want because now your cars y'all can't fix them, they too technical. The lawn service, you're hiring someone to do that, and she paying half of that. She also paying for half of the car being fixed.
Understanding is 50-50.
So, but she better come home and do the laundry and make you a sandwich. That's okay.
Y'all misunderstanding 50-50.
Well, wait a minute.
No, not.
Mimi, they still want you to hog slob and all.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
All this nasty stuff.
That's exactly what y'all supposed to be doing.
Don't you think that's too much work? And why would someone sign up? Okay, so as a woman, somebody need to go on mute because it's like loud. So, because as a woman, wouldn't it benefit me more, right? Check this out, because I'm paying bills anyways, so I could just pay my bills, and I'm paying extra because it's 100%. But if I date, then I could get him. He would cater to me. He would buy me things. He'll give me money to do things. He will take me out to eat. Wouldn't that be like a better deal for a woman to just date than to sign up for that?
Well, the interesting thing is, I've never heard of somebody dying from hard work. You never see in the paper, Mr. Jones.
No, a girl just died. A girl.
That shit builds character.
No, a girl just died from hard work. Just look it up. Yes, she did. She just died. I'm gonna pull up the article. As a woman, she just died from hard work. She did.
She did.
Okay, so she did. Did y'all see? Did you hear? Did you see it? She went to work. Yeah, she did. I'm not. It's not a joke. She is 40. You know what I'm talking about? She was 40. Overworked herself, and she said, "I gotta go." She said, "I'm tired. I'm tired." And she's like, "I'm about to go to sleep." And she went to sleep and never woke up. They said she overworked. She overworked herself because she had a man like Jonathan.
You mean like
Jonathan, don't take that
Derek
bullshit.
is the one
Man, she talks about me bad to the motherfucker.
Yeah.
The fact that said he won't even go in the refrigerator and get a beer.
That's right.
You just walk. So you gonna walk past the kitchen. You gonna walk past the kitchen and go sit down and
No,
say,
I'm gonna sit in my goddamn chair. That's right. And watch TV. You gonna hand me the remote, say, "Hey, Daddy, can I get you anything?"
Right. I'll only do that to be nice, like on occasions. You know what I'm saying?
Can I get you anything?
Not on a regular. That's not a
Can I get you
regular.
something, Daddy?
No.
But Mimi, well, this is the difference. If I'm gonna be allowed the lifestyle that a Jonathan can provide, a nice palatial home and a big community and a wonderful car.
Why I gotta be all that?
And I get to come up there and help with the business or be on the back end of it, helping make more money. Absolutely, I will. But for some of these men like Derek, no.
But Jonathan, hold up. Okay, so I would do that for Jonathan too. But Jonathan wants your money too. Jonathan wants you to work, and he also wants your money.
That's right.
He wants 50-50.
The way Jonathan,
he want to take your money. He want to take your money and invest. He want to take your money and invest.
Right. Okay.
He still wants you to work, and then he want to take your earnings and put it in an investment. So you still gotta work.
Y'all are still gonna fuck with Pookie and the Ray Ray.
But the difference is though, somebody like Jonathan is going to make sure everything is paid for. We've heard it 5 seasons.
Thank you. We're gonna have a big house. Right, we're gonna have a big house. You're gonna have nice clothes. You're gonna have a dope car. You're gonna have, and your money, we're gonna invest in real estate, in stocks and bonds. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Not a goddamn thing.
And the fool guy gonna be breaking her back out the whole damn time. We ain't doing that.
Thing is just me. But what they want, Jonathan,
I gotta be at the shop
Jonathan, they want you to pay everything, and they want to keep their money.
That's called
That's the
motivation.
problem, Rich.
Clearly, I'm not trying to make you happy. I'm trying to keep you motivated. I know how to keep you motivated to want to participate. That's the key thing.
Right.
Keep a woman fucking motivated. Baby, you don't have to lift a finger when it comes your time to vacation. You gonna get to choose the best place on the fucking planet.
Who you gonna go camping with?
We gonna go first
with
class.
you or with somebody else?
Somebody else,
Exactly.
not with their.
No, it's like you letting her go with her friends on a girls trip, or is it you?
One thing you don't have to worry about, the world will be your oyster, but you definitely gonna put in work in the household. But because you ain't gonna be living in no motherfucking 1-bedroom hovel.
I'm
somewhere where you can breathe.
I would go on a girls trip with if I was married to Derek, I would have to do a girls trip like every other.
I can see me being Dick out. I'm going on a girl.
Okay, so all I can do. All I can contribute to the household is $3,000 a month. Is that right?
Hell no.
Why?
Because you make way more than that.
So what does that matter?
What do you want to do with the rest of the money?
How you know I make that more? I mean, you know,
I know what you do.
That's 3,000.
I know what you do. All right, how about this? Contribute 5,000.
45.
All right. I'll take that. I'm gonna try to get you 5,000, and that's it. I'll pay for everything else. You get a nice car, take that down.
With a 10.
There you go. I'll pay for everything.
And you can't not control me. I have full independence of my time.
How you gonna have independence of your time and we're married, crazy lady?
You got independence.
Now you see what it is, Jonathan, you see?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have full independence of my time and we're married.
Okay, so what do you need?
But I thought you
don't need nothing, but I mean, I do.
Exactly, so why you worried about it?
Can I come home at 4 in the morning if we're married?
Yeah.
How do you not know what a man needs?
I don't care what a man needs.
See, this marriage is going off the rails already.
See, I like what she said. I make my money, I contribute $5 grand, and you pay for everything. Cool.
Right.
I can deal with that.
But if I'm at work, I don't want to hear you say, "You still at work?"
No problem. No problem.
I need somebody to hand me a beer.
We got $5 grand. I'm gonna pay with the $5 grand. I'm gonna pay you car note, and I'm gonna pay your car note, and I'm gonna put the rest on the mortgage. Here we go. We're gonna have a big motherfucking house.
Listen, and honestly, you do that, I won't even ask you for nothing. I
Listen, I put your $4 grand.
Long as you don't interrupt my business, we're good.
Yeah, that's great. Because we can use $1,000 a month for the car note. I'm gonna get you like an SUV. I'm gonna get you a new Tahoe. All right, get you a new Tahoe.
RST. Yeah, get the RST though.
Wait a minute. What kind of BD?
I'm not a car person, so I don't even care.
Okay, so look, with the top, so look, this how you do with the $5 grand. We use. You probably can lease you a nice Mercedes for around $800, $900, $1,000. So I get you a new Mercedes, and put the other $5 grand on the goddamn mortgage. Then I put something with it. Obviously I gotta put more with it, and we can have a big motherfucking house.
And as long as you don't bother me, telling me to come home and pan you a beer while I'm at work, I will not even bother you. You can hire your little cute little nerd. I mean, maid. You know, so she can help you out with that.
Hey, Rich, now if we could get more black women to agree, we'd be in good space.
I think that's a
You
beautiful
think you
place.
can get $5 grand a month for these black women? Fuck no.
No, you gonna be able to do it. No, they're not gonna do that.
Not at all. You get a woman to contribute $5 grand, nigga, that's great. That's
Well, you're gonna be able
That's
to
fine.
continue to make that $5 grand for the next 30 years, which is 1.8 million.
Yeah.
So again, how productive are you gonna be? Because I don't want to hear that shit. I'm getting tired. I don't feel like it anymore. How productive can you be consistently?
Homie, I'm more productive than you.
You said you what?
I'm more productive.
Productive my ass. If the only way you can make your money is you got to go to work, you ain't more productive than me. I make
You
money
don't
while
know
I sleep.
how I make money while I sleep
sleeping.
too, dude. You don't even know what I do. Yo, y'all always be trying to floss on here. That's the problem with men is that y'all have not figured out that women make money too, and y'all act like, oh, it's so hard, John Henry.
Well, then if y'all make it, stop complaining about spending it.
But now,
if you're making it, stop complaining about spending it.
I'm at work right now, so let me speak. Well, we didn't realize that it's not that hard to make money. Okay, so y'all was capping that whole time.
But why y'all complaining about spending it if it's not that hard? I love this shit when y'all say, oh, it ain't that hard, I make plenty of money. But you're tight. You don't want to spend none of it.
Yeah,
clearly so.
Okay, but listen here. Listen, exactly. Listen here, Derek. Listen here. The reason why we complain, because you would too if we can get men to pay for everything. Like that's you. Like you get stuff for free as a woman. So y'all would take advantage of that too. Be like, yeah, if you're a woman. Hey, men would take advantage of that too, because women, you know, if I go outside right now and just stand outside and cry right now, there's gonna be some man that stop and say, are you okay? What do you need? And I could be like, I don't know, I need gas money. Oh, and they'll hand it to me. They're actually probably like, let me put the gas, let me go fill your tank up. That's just, it is, sorry. That's just what it is. Yeah, and so it'll be a strange, and he could be somebody else's husband. And nothing. He could be somebody's husband, just like he seen a damsel in distress. He seen a woman crying. It could be somebody's husband, and he would be like, God bless you, and I hope everything is okay. Everything good? Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
I'm not even talking about the damsel in distress. You go to a restaurant. You go to, not them old stuffy restaurants, but you go to a little young, little restaurant with a little bit of flavor. You sitting there with your girl, you be eating. You and your girl flying up. Somebody gonna pick up that check. Every damn time. Someone gonna pick up the check. And someone gonna buy you drinks all night. Nigga, I always say
you decline it. Like I was expecting.
I know it is. I was that nigga.
Yeah, this guy walked up to me in Vegas. I didn't like him, and then he was like, "You look really pretty. You look really good. Let me get you and your girls another drink." And I was like, "No, thank you." But y'all, if y'all don't be, people don't ask y'all for the money.
You know your girlfriend's like,
my friends don't
I'll
drink.
take the
The girls that I was with, they don't really drink.
Yeah, some of them was thirsty.
No, they wasn't. The two girls I was with, they don't really drink, so I was forcing them to drink. They didn't want to. That's why I said no, because I know they didn't want another drink. But yeah, that's what I'm just saying, you guys don't. Ain't nobody walking up to you and your boys and like, hey, you look good, Jonathan. Let me get you and your boys a drink. No. That doesn't happen to y'all.
I mean, that doesn't happen. I've had women buy me a damn beverage, buy me a drink at the bar, just to break the ice. No, they won't walk up to me. They won't walk up to you, but they'll send you a drink down there.
Okay, well, they walk up to you.
They offer you a drink. Can I buy you one?
Women ain't doing that.
Let me tell you something. That's the whole thing, though.
Nah, women don't do that. I mean, if the drink comes and I didn't ask for it, and they say, well, this woman wants down here wants to buy you another one on her. Shit, but why wouldn't I take it?
Jonathan, I'll buy him a drink, and he done got all happy and stuff and then bought a whole bottle for the table. You don't even know the play.
That's crazy. Well, these young chicks ain't doing that. They don't even understand that. A lot of these young chicks is broke. I mean, broke down bad. A lot of these young chicks ain't got shit going on. The little money they got, they trying to look the part. Ain't got a fucking goddamn pot to piss in or window to throw it out of.
How do you know?
Man, I still go out. I still hang out. I'm still out in the motherfucking clubs, the lounges.
Can I ask you a question? And I'm not trying to be.
But the fuck with young girls? You can be fucking some old guys with the money.
No, I'm talking about the young girls that are for the young dudes. But the funny thing is, the young girls don't want the young dudes. The young girls want a nigga with some money. Yeah, them young girls want a nigga with some money. Yeah, them young niggas is broke. Them young niggas is broke.
Young niggas is broke, and these young chicks is broke. That's what it is.
Derek, so do you live in Philly where they're not picking up the trash?
No, I live in the suburbs. I live right on the edge.
Ain't that crazy? That's the
Well, they already negotiated, so they finally came to a negotiation, which I think is kind of fair. But the increase still needs to be the market value, because they were way underpaid. I mean, what they were asking for wasn't unrealistic. It's just that this is the first mayor's crisis that she has to deal with outside of the gun violence and shit. So, but I think I don't know whether she waited too long. Clearly, it shouldn't have gotten this bad, but I'm glad they got it resolved. Yeah, they got it resolved.
So, Derek, when you take your clothes off, you put them in a hamper. I don't think Jonathan did. He be like picking.
I don't have maid service anymore, so I gotta do it myself now. I do take a lot of my clothes to the dry cleaner.
But if you had a woman with you,
most of my stuff I don't. The only thing I really wash is underwear and sweats and workout clothes and stuff like that. But a lot of my work clothes and a lot of my shirts and shit, I take to the dry cleaner. I don't launder everything.
I know it. I know I'm gonna be single because I just don't want to be listening to no man. I don't want to hear you. But to the girls that's want it and ready, go do it. Cause why y'all always be trying to tell somebody what to do?
And like y'all don't.
I don't.
Y'all be telling men what they gotta do to have you. Y'all expectations that this nigga ain't proposing, if he ain't doing this, if he ain't got that, he ain't got this. Come on, man.
Everybody has like their preferences and standards, but I just don't want nobody trying to tell me what to do.
No, women take it to entitlement. It's beyond standards. It's entitlement. Look, it's capitalism. Sharia law is not coming to the United States, which some of these men act like that's what they want. They want Sharia Muslim law to come to the U.S. and these fucking American women ain't dealing with no fucking Sharia law. You can get that shit.
Like there's so many dudes like, yeah, Donald Trump about to cut food. These bitches gonna be hungry.
Not cutting food stamps, talking about making sure women pay child support. No, they talking about women gonna end up having to lose their child support. That's the crazy thing. There's new law, I guess, about child support that they want to pass.
That was fake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they real, but they would love that.
Man, would they?
They want women to suffer, but they want them to suffer so they can be easier to access.
I just can't walk around with that feeling. I cannot have that much vitriol for women. It's just, I just don't see it. My father never talked that crazy to my mom. My father never talked that crazy about women. This niggas nowadays that will say fuck them kids. When I first heard that shit, when I heard a man say fuck them kids, I'm like, you really got to that point because you couldn't have your way with the woman. Now all of a sudden it's fuck the kids. The kids gotta suffer because you can't control the woman. That's crazy.
That was Bernie Mac's fault.
If I wanna, because people really be saying F them kids. So if I'm gonna be accountable for women, I do think as women, black women, we can be more respectful because even though some guys may be disrespectful, but I feel like you can correct it by you still staying in your grace and be respectful because we do get disrespectful with the dudes, but it be out of frustration.
Well, I don't let a ratchet, clamorous woman make me feel that I gotta treat every woman like that. That's crazy. You'll never get a date. You'll never attract any flies with shit.
Let me tell you something. A lot of y'all don't know how y'all act. Like I disrespect Derek because look at him.
Why you disrespect? What you gonna disrespect me for?
Because I'm in my feminine, real voice, but I can't. He gonna overtalk me. I wish these men would listen, Lisa. Remember the strong, silent type? I miss them.
Strong silent type. No, y'all want a sucker. Sound more like y'all want a sucker. Talk about the strong silent type. No, you want a nigga you can kick around. You want to kick a nigga around. Yeah, you want a sucker. Strong silent.
I miss that guy, the strong silent.
That nigga that you can just push the fuck around, and then when his fucking heart blow up, you wonder what happened to you, baby. I was strong and silent all these years. You kept dogging me to fucking.
How do you push him around? All he did was say what he wanted, and you did it because when he spoke something important. You listened. He didn't just run off like a rattle. Like
exactly. He also did disrespect the household, and he also knew every Friday to bring the check home and lay it
What kind of shit are they talking, Jonathan? Jonathan, what is this happy horse shit they talking about?
It sounded like when he spoke it was important because he held all that shit in all that time. And he finally had something to say because y'all asked him.
But when he spoke, we listened and we did what he said.
Yeah, I bring my check home and the first thing you went to the Chanel store.
If you're always talking, we get confused like, what, something else again? Like, these dudes talk too much.
Yeah,
I miss the strong, silent type.
Yeah, you want a nigga to bring home his check so you can go get $30,000 worth of pocketbooks. Nah, I'm not doing that shit.
I don't even care. I promise you, I don't care about that. Like what she said, it's more about the lifestyle, the house. You know, me, I would contribute to a household with a man, but it gotta be an upgrade. I'm not doing it and still staying on my same level. I ain't doing it. I might as well stay by my damn self. But if it's my life,
no, I can agree with that. I agree.
You go for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to share what I got and split it with a dude now, and we still living the same. You know, that don't make no sense to me.
But on here,
be quiet.
A lot of them want you to do that. It's a struggle, love. They still need the help. They still need help with building as a man, and they're 40 plus. They still, and then they come with all of this baggage. They talk about some of these women, but what about their baggage? 2 or more baby mamas, which means you got a lot of drama. These different children. Now we gotta put up with helping you rear them, reminding you, if not paying, sending your child support in for you. All of these things, helping you rebuild your credit, because, a 480 is not good. Even Bank of America won't give you anything with that.
You gotta have a 720 or better.
Have to, right? And then, so it's a lot of baggage that we have to, and then they talk a lot. They're chatty Cathy's, or catty Charlies. They got a lot to say, and they want you to obey. Oh, wow, I'm doing some bars.
Okay, they got a lot to say, and they want you to obey.
But that's what it is. That sometimes when I hear black men, and I'm just thinking, you know what? I'll just sit this out.
Why do y'all waste y'all ears on that shit? Y'all know it's unrealistic bullshit. Tune your ears into the shit that makes sense. Why you always tuning your ears into the shit that don't make sense?
So we're talking about, we own this app, and it's a good percentage, right? And then they did a study where it's like with the black podcasts, it's like a large percentage of them are men that are talking about black women. That is the new Black Men podcast. Y'all could be talking about engineering. Y'all could be talking about becoming the plumbers and electricians. Y'all could be talking about male mental health.
Well, nobody complained when Ricky Lake and Rolanda was doing it. When Ricky Lake and Rolanda and all them motherfuckers was doing it.
Like, they talk too much, and it's like they are comparing themselves to white men or women. Well, women get to do it. Well, the white men get to do it. It's like black men don't have their own identity like my dad, like Baba, like my dad, Baba. We knew who he was. He did not identify with other men. It was the way he ran his. Man, my daddy was way different than everybody in our neighborhood. My daddy wore long-ass dashikis and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he played the congos. You know what I'm saying? Knew how to build a computer way back in the day from scratch. Like, he was not doing what all them other niggas was getting up like John Henry going to work. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't have no fucking like identity. Y'all always copy it. Well, the white man is doing it. Well, the women get to do it. It's like, shut the fuck up. Talk about something else. Like, talk about yourself. Worry about yourself. So that's why I always say, tell y'all to worry about yourself. Stop fucking worrying about women and white men.
To sit here and act like people aren't striving for the same thing in Western culture. All these women want a wedding. They want a motherfucking destination wedding. They want a man to get down on one knee. Everybody's following the same goddamn playbook.
No,
everybody's trying to be a super couple or being fly and having a whole bunch of shit. Everybody's on here bragging about who they are and what they got and who I am. We can't act like everybody's walking around being this independent person that ain't following the leader.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's striving for the same thing, success in life.
Black women are not competing to be Kim Kardashian.
Right, exactly.
Okay, well, comparing, okay, well then act like black women then. Continue. But you see, look at Brother Al. Brother Al never acted like y'all on this app. Did he, Lisa? He was always quiet. He would just listen. Brother Al is winning. Look at him. He got him a beautiful ass girl. Y'all still sitting up here single? Like...
And that coming from a single woman. Coming from a single woman.
Still comparing yourself to a woman.
Yeah, no, you're not comparing. You did the compare. You comparing us to Al. What you talking about? You sitting here comparing him to Al.
Another silent brother. Is a silent brother Al?
Again, another sucker you looking for.
Another silent brother.
Silent, not silent sucker. That's what y'all want.
I don't take that shit. Don't take that shit.
I need to find me a dude named Al.
You see, looking for a sucker, Al.
No, it's not a sucker. This
She said she wants you to shut the fuck up and be silent.
No, a man that just don't run at it when he talking something important, like just don't run his mouth so damn much. Like, God damn.
These men now are chatty. They're chatty. Yes. They talk more than women.
Right.
They'll interrupt us.
But you know what? And then when the man don't say nothing, you be like, tell me what you want. Tell me how you feel. Talk to me. Tell me what you want me to do. Man, come on, man. You ain't never gonna. You'll never satisfy these women.
She is right on this piece. That it's kind of bad because you go into some of these rooms and you hear a whole stage of black men. Talking about what white men do, like that's the measure. Man, fuck them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, that's. I mean, we gotta stop doing that. Like literally, we gotta stop comparing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You be like, but what about him? Man, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do, right? And so I do agree on that piece, right? Like, I don't measure myself against no woman, right? I even say, let the women figure their shit out. We need to figure our shit out independent of them, right? And, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers constantly, and I don't know if I'm not talking about nobody on this stage, but, you know what I'm saying? I see that a lot with the young men, man. The young men just want, like, whatever the woman, whatever young women get, they want the same treatment. This shit is weird, man. And I don't know how you guys' homes work, but shit, I was raised by a boomer father, right? And you know what I'm saying? I've never seen my father compare himself to other men and fucking women and shit like that. So I can't resonate with that shit.
Especially not a white man, because my dad said white men are devils. That's what he used to say. Now, no offense, Lisa. You know what I'm saying? So he would never stoop to a level to compare himself to a white man. And this is just an example, okay? Like they could be like, P. Diddy has sex with fucking 4 teenagers, and then P. Diddy get in trouble. They be like, but the white man get to do it. The white man be fucking kids all the time. So why they putting P. Diddy in there? Like, why would you copy what white men are doing? Like, why you think it's okay because a white man did it, it's okay for y'all to do it? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just over exaggerating. He didn't fuck kids and stuff, but even with that Diddy trial, y'all kept comparing him to pedophile or abusive white men. Say, well, the white man get to do it. The white man get to do it. You know, who are y'all? What's the identity of a black man?
Because racism got its foot up some people's ass and they can't escape it.
Okay.
You know, to act like, let me say something though, because I have a problem with what Mimi said. let me expound on this. So, to act as if there are not systematic issues that black men face on a daily basis that women, and even especially black women, are not privy to, is complete lunacy. Because we know, and the data shows, anywhere that you look, that black men are overwhelmingly held back in regards to employment, home ownership, all of those things, opposed to black women. So that does exist, but I do not think that it is an excuse to fail. I don't think it's an excuse to sit back and let those things hold you back from what it is that you want. I didn't let those things hold me back. I got my education. I make great money. I have a great career, a great family, a great home, a new relationship. Good. But there are a lot of young men who have faced that in a lot harder and harsher situations than I have. Now, I dug myself out of it. I grew up in the projects, man, Cleveland, Ohio, then moved out here and was in the damn projects. So, you know, I had to dig myself out of some tumultuous situations, but that's what you got to do. That's what we all have to do. Everybody got a damn story. But to act like those things don't exist is ridiculous.
That's right. Tell him, Rich.
Well, how many times do we gotta hear your story? Shut the fuck up about it. No one cares. Put it in a journal. Move forward. To continue to keep crying and just like beating people down with it, like, oh, the system. But then one thing about y'all always talk about the system, right? But when the era I grew up in, and then Rich, you a young buck, so you probably don't even know this, but the era I grew up in, you were supposed to not be a statistic, and you didn't supposed to listen to the white man's statistics. So the white man is the devil, right? It's a systematic system that's holding them down. But when it comes to statistics, they use that shit as the Bible. The statistics, that's the reason why I only can make $50,000 a year, because statistics say this is what the average black man can make. Okay, but then y'all buying thousands and millions of dollars and trillions of dollars worth of merchandise every year. But the system, the statistics that y'all live off, like that's y'all Bible.
I never heard a black man say that the government has something to do with him not being able to make enough money.
Yes, they do. They always talk about systematic racism. They won't give them no job. That, like, all education that y'all they don't like education. They not going to get their education. That's the white man's education, the white man's book. That don't mean nothing. They just put.
That's a slave mentality.
I'm going. We talk to them every day. Welcome to Clubhouse. Stop gaslighting. Like. We know what it is. I was listening in a room, and I was listening to private conversation. This is the room, and this, I guess, like, Nissan is going out of business in like Mississippi or something like that.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be they're supposed to be selling it, I think.
Yeah, so they was giving certain packages, and then the guy was like, my brother said, he got something for me, because I guess he getting, I'm like, your brother better save that money, because they giving that money because he got no job. But anyway, and then he was like, well, I told him, he gonna have to go ahead and just get his CDLs. He ain't got nothing else to do. He gonna have to get out there and drive trucks. Like, I'm like, that's the only thing you think you can do. That's the only thing you think you can do. But I guess that's all that's available in Mississippi. But what's in Mississippi? Black people. It's a lot of blacks. So.
That's unfortunate, because they're disappearing from the trucking industry too. That's gonna be taking over autonomously too. So
yeah, but I'm just so much. It's not gonna be
right. Why don't you go from one industry that's failing to another one that's about to fail?
Yeah, but trucking industry.
He in Mississippi.
The
logistics and transportation ain't gonna fail like that. I'm sorry.
No, it's not going to fail, but it's going to change.
It's needed. It's needed just like trains are still needed. That shit ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, it's going to always be needed, but I'm saying it's going to change from drivers. You're not going to have drivers in
Sure, it's going to evolve. It's going to evolve. But I guarantee you're still going to have over-the-road truck drivers. You're still going to have a certain segment of it that's still going to exist with human interaction. So it doesn't completely go away. It's just evolving. Like I got a friend. He's now decided since the contracting and the construction business is seasonal, he's got to find something that's more, year round. He just got his CDLs. But I'm like, at 50, you just get your CDLs? You think you're going to want to be in a goddamn truck? I mean, and how fast you think you're going to ramp up to buy a couple of trucks and then get people to drive with? That's why I tell people, if the only way you're making money,
I thought that wouldn't happen.
You're gonna work till you're dead.
I thought that wouldn't happen myself until a friend of mine who works inside of the Pepsi distribution company's logistics department, and they have all autonomous trucks that are moving the cargo trucks around the yard now, and bumping docks and doing all the jobs that used to have a yard dog that did those jobs. Well, now
I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that. That makes logical sense. I mean, that creates more production, less cost as far as salaries. That's understandable. Hell, they're doing it in warehouses. Think about it. Even the car industry went to that method. There are very few people now on the manufacturing floor where more robots are putting cars together.
As it should be, and those jobs are not going to exist anymore, and these people are going to be looking for work.
Well, they may have to go from working inside the yard in the warehouse to getting their ass back out in the field. But I just say, for somebody who's past middle age, getting into a truck for the first time, you ain't gonna be over the road for very long.
No, you ain't, cause that shit.
You're gonna end up with hemorrhoids and all kinds of other ailments.
Especially you already old. Yeah.
I did my strenuous backbreaking work in my 20s. Like bending over under airplanes and shit, changing tires, taking out airplane engines and shit. I can see myself doing that shit in my 30s.
Anyway, so what is some good careers for you niggly bears? Because it just seemed like y'all got y'all.
So what we
because it's like these niggly bears don't have no careers, and they can't afford to take care of a woman in the family, and they seem so frustrated, and it seemed like all they can do is work at like Amazon warehouse or be a truck driver.
They need to be learning Python. That's all they need to be learning.
Yeah, but there ain't so many of those jobs.
Don't you gotta go to school for that?
There ain't so many of them jobs. Shit, look, motherfuckers.
Learn how to code.
9,000 people.
Learn how to code. Learn Python.
Microsoft
Look
just
at
got
Derek, always gonna be negative, dude. He gonna what?
Machine learning.
What you think, Derek? Can you suggest a job?
So again, Mimi, what did you teach? What does your niggly bear do? You have a son. What does he do for you?
First of all, none of your business. I don't talk about my son.
Well, you asking what they should do.
So I'm asking in general. Men, I'm asking in general.
Okay, so what about the men you know, the men in your family? What are they doing for profession?
They do a lot. I have doctors in my family, architects, engineers, all type of fucking men in my family. So, but these guys don't want to go to school. These dudes don't want to go to school. So, what do these niggly bears gonna do?
Well, we can't worry about the ones that want to be mediocre. We can't worry about that.
But that's a majority. You guys always.
That's not the majority.
It is a majority. It is.
So you're saying everybody out here every young black man is being a miscreant motherfucker?
Yes, because they say they don't want to go to school, they don't want to go into the military, they don't want to do anything. So I'm asking, what other jobs can they do? I was
Well, if they don't want to do anything, there's still ditch diggers that are going to be needed.
Right.
But they don't want to dig ditches.
They don't want to dig ditches either.
Yeah. So you
at that point, they won't have a choice.
Well, look, they either go into prison and then get out and have to force them to
they won't let me finish because Derek, the chattiest, pattiest dude on the app, you won't let nobody speak.
Man, you asking us a question, then you want us to answer it, then you don't.
Yeah, you didn't answer. You asked it. You answered my question with a fucking question.
No, I said take a look around.
Instead of it was a serious question. Instead of just answering like Brother Rich did, you want to, what are your son? What do your niggly bear? What do your niggly bear do? What do your niggly bear do? What your kid do? You don't even got one. With them dead sperm.
Like it's just a thing,
You asking a question where you can clearly see men out
where
there
your
working. Black men have jobs.
No,
black men are gainfully employed.
Okay, so the next time we get on this app, don't say the average black man only $52,000 a year.
You say that.
Listen, I'm tired of him. I'm so
lend your ears to. I never listen to.
And I'm sick of motherfucking lending my ears to you. Goodbye. You're out of here. I'm tired of him. He talked too much. Anyways. Go on. Hi, Marcus.
Maybe up in here exercising her demons.
He always is negative. He just talk. Don't let you. Just shut the fuck up. Because you act like we don't hear this on Clubhouse every day. How it's hard for them to find jobs. How they only make $52,000 a year. Am I lying, Lisa? They only make $52,000 a year. So I'm like, what jobs can they do? Don't get mad at me. Marcus.
Sorry, Mimi, I was cooking in the kitchen. But yes, you're right. They are, and these men that come on here for the last 5 seasons, they do represent black men in society. We all are out here and we get on a voice app. So this is, I hate when people say, oh, this isn't the real world. Well, these people come, unless we're talking to aliens, these people participate in the real world just like you and I do. And then we come on here and talk about generalizations or, someone that we know who's in these particular situationships. So absolutely. And
I get triggered when somebody talk about my son, because don't
we need to leave people children.
Child. Bitch nigga whose sperm don't work to make a baby, nigga.
They don't need to talk about our children. I shut that down too. I'm not talking about my son. First of all, he will not be.
He'll never be with a sleeve.
Right. He's not gonna be, he's gonna have an education. He's gonna be helping change the world by fighting whatever he's gonna do for his country. Things of that nature, bettering himself, knowing that he needs to have himself established, and the best years to do it is between 18 and 30 is what we teach around here. Don't ask a woman to help you build. You should already have your solid foundation, and she should add to that. Whatever else it is that you want from the opposite sex. But asking the opposite sex to help you build as a man, she'll never respect you because it should have been built. Now, if she can add to that, if you have something, or you want to invest in a business for your wife or significant other, that's great. And another thing I'll say before I get off the mic is that teaching, we should stop glorifying the black men, these black boys jumping off the porch. We need them to stay on the porch as long as they can. And what we teach over here, being a virgin, is there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Because you want a virgin, so why are you going to come to a virgin with bodies on you? That's not fair, since y'all always want to talk about fairness. So staying on the porch as long as you can means no STDs, no diseases that you can't get rid of, and no baby mama drama. I land my jet.
Exactly. And my son, he just sent me His credit score is 771. Okay, and last month he made more than motherfucking a lot of you niggas. I just don't brag about it because I feel sorry for you motherfuckers, because y'all really losing out here. Really losing out here. Last month, his income was $10,777.52, more than what the fuck you old ass niggas be making. So don't play with mine, okay, little bitch. You get on my nerves. I was talking about these niggly bears that complain. My son went to school. He went to college. He graduated. Okay, these motherfuckers don't like to go to school. That's what I asked. What
Exactly. And we want you to be gainfully employed because when things get tough, I don't want you stealing from me. So I want all of y'all to get a job, whatever kind of job you want. And if that means a 50K job, get it.
So
when things get tough, I don't want blacks stealing from me. That's what I said.
Exactly. And then my son got his job. My son got his job from a mentor, like an older black man that put him on to a good ass job. So all I was asking for you black men to suggest some good paying jobs that these black men can do, instead of driving trucks and getting fired from Toyota. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was asking.
Look, I respect them gentlemen that drive them trucks because we wouldn't have the shit that we have if they wasn't behind the wheel driving them damn trucks.
Oh my God.
So I respect them gentlemen. They do a hard job, and a lot of them make a lot of.
Yeah, I could talk about something before First Lady blows up. How's your first son?
I'm just thankful for a slow news day. And if it hasn't been that, I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
It's not 9 o'clock yet. You forgetting that one. Gotta wait till after 9.
Why we gotta wait till after 9?
Is that when the demon news happens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who's watching Family Feud? Every time out at night. Every time out at night. Hey. You know, I really wish there was another holiday where I can get a couple days off from work. That would be nice for everyone. Yeah, no, I don't think there's another holiday until September. No.
Maybe they
until September. No, August. Wait a minute, is it August or September? It's September. It's the first Monday of September. Ain't that about a biscuit? Can I tell y'all that, sometimes you wake up with a song in your head, right? So I told y'all the other day how I woke up with, fuck you in my head, and I was singing it all through the house. Who? So there's more, the song by CeeLo. See you drive around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, fuck you. You know that song. Yeah. So this morning, I don't know what the fuck I was dreaming about. I don't remember if I had a dream or not, but I woke up with this song. The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I need money. That's my shit. I said, why won't nobody remix that shit, like put it on a new song or something? Cause that's a great idea. Y'all don't even know that song. That's terrible. You know what's trending right now? The thong song. Did y'all see that Cynthia Erivo video? No, that's my song too. It's funny because she sings the ending part and she's kind of like, giving Cisco his props. She's like, this song is so unnecessary, but it's like so good. Because she sings like the last 3 minutes of the song. I don't know, it's funny. Jack Boy, the Don't song. That was my shit back in the day. You know, that whole Cisco album was the shit. And then Drew Hill. We almost went to play some Drew Hill, child. First lady, I know you used to listen to Drew Hill real hard, didn't you?
You talking to me?
Yeah, you used to listen to Drew Hill real hard.
I used to hang out with Tristan. What you talking about, sis?
I believe it. You used to do the Tell Me What You Want dance.
Say again. Tell me what you want.
You know how they do
That hop to the left, that hop to the right.
Do y'all see how the parents is punishing their kids and making them
Let me go on mute.
That is so funny. Every time I see somebody be like, do the Tell Me What You Want dance. I'd be dying laughing. Y'all calling me tonight. What the fuck's going on? Hello?
Child, we've been here. Patty and I have been here since 7 this morning. We sure have. I'm making a smoothie right now. So. Would you like some?
Yeah, I want some.
What kind of smoothie are you making? So after that assessment yesterday, the lady was like, you need to eat more protein, which I already know. So she was like, you have to get this. I'm gonna go downstairs with you, and we're gonna go to the little store thingy, and